rats are one of the more controversial animals that inhabit our planet. They get between walls, chew wires, spread the plague. Not a great rap. The word alone has become a universal insult, synonymous with shameful traits like dishonesty and cowardice. And in esports, it's also been used to disparagingly describe dubious yet highly effective strategies.
I'll act like I'm selling him to make him feel better. But little does he know, there's another one I'm gonna buy last minute. This is a true rat move. This is actually a rat move.
But when it comes to first-person shooters, being called a rat takes on a more literal meaning. Rats hide in corners, lurk in the shadows, sneak up behind their unsuspecting victims, and just about everyone hates them. That being said, whether we want to admit it or not, there's nothing inherently wrong with playing like a rat. It's not cheating, it's just annoying as f*** to deal with.
No way, you're sitting there still. This guy's playing where he just spawned! For a minute!
Of all the operators, Laxine is all the way in Narnia with bullet holes in the wall of billiards. Oh my god, he gets him! Laxine! Oh, you want to talk about rat. That is ridiculous.
Where are these players, man? Holy this is such a campy rat fest.
But rats are far more than just a pain in the ass. They're psychological weapons, nuisances capable of creating paranoia and a creeping sense of uncertainty through their unpredictable positioning and their mastery of timing.
Why not do it with some support though? Have another player there, and you know, if you had another player, that player could probably get the trade.
Oh my god, get right!
In recent years, we've seen the rat-inspired lurker role become less prevalent in CSGO, thanks to the game's growing emphasis on big-brain executes over sneaky, cheesy individual outplays. But in Valorant, where there are only so many lineups and post plants you can pull off, things are a little different. And thanks to the game practically being a shift-walking simulator, some high-level players are starting to realize the merits of playing, well, like a rat.
Very well played. They're going to rotate off.
He heard the drone! He heard the drone!
No.
Oh, what a rat!
Oh.
What a rat. Steel playing super smart.
But of all the sneaky shit disturbers frequenting Valorant's servers, none have reached the lurking heights of Ayaz Nats Akhmetshin, the insanely talented sentinel player for Gambit esports, who has proven himself to be the game's one true rodent king.
We thought Nats had snuffed by Mixwell, and turns out it was the other way around. Nats now having to clutch this one out. No idea where Mixwell is, and the snake bite not quite clearing the angle. He's about to run to site, reloading, and Mixwell completely whiffs. Nats actually clutches it out. 3 kills, 5 rounds. There seems to be no way for G2 to get off the starting point. This is absolutely ridiculous.
That Nats guy is unreal. That guy is unreal.
So how exactly did Nats begin his journey to becoming Valorant's biggest pest? Why has he been able to find such success with this annoying playstyle? And most importantly, is Valorant going to become infested with more nuisances like him? Or is he just a one-off problem?
Look at this, but I mean, get out of here. It's the rattiest player I've ever seen in my life. The fact that he can, look, 2 kills, why not? Yeah, give him all of them.
How is he there? How is he there? I don't understand. How does he manage to do that?
Alright guys, so before we pay tribute to the one true Rat King of Valorant, please scurry your way on over to the like button, burrow into the subscribe one, and turn on notifications. Just please don't slow walk onto a site. Play with the team. Okay, so if at this point you are a Valorant fan in any capacity, Nats should pretty much be a household name. But there's more to the man than just his penchant for clapping the world of Valorant's collective cheeks, like the fact that deep down, he's actually a lover, not a fighter. Just ask his stuffed panda.
I just bought 2 of them, one for me, one for my girlfriend, and right now that panda's name is my girlfriend's name, and she always is me.
It's nice to know that this Tin Man does have a heart, since the community has been somewhat preoccupied with his occasional lack of feelings.
Oh, he's smiling. Holy shit, people need to be worried. He showed real emotion.
Oh my god, the robot, bro. How happy are you to be, you know, not the first non-European team, but the first CIS team to be able to do it?
I don't know, I don't have any emotions about that. Actually, about that, I don't have any feelings.
But when this romantic robot isn't making some of the best players in the world look like bots on LAN, you can regularly find him on stream blowing the minds of his teammates.
Are they coming or not? Yeah, posing left side.
Spike down A.
Minus 26, one side, one
One enemy remaining.
Viper, oh my god, Viper, go play in VCT.
No, I already won VCT.
Yeah, he already won.
But as accomplished as Nats might be, he's still not above bowing to the demands of his fellow Zoomers in chat.
Say shish. Shish. Oh, flashes.
Anyway, Nats' esports adventure kicked off the way that any young head clicker from the CISs would. With Counter-Strike. He first started playing the game competitively on several amateur teams in Kazan as early as 2017. And it didn't take long for people to notice just how good he was.
Была квалификация на LAN. Я выступал против Тир-1 коллектива в нашем городе. Так считалось у нас. Я где-то за 3 карты настрелял 90, и меня стали считать читером.
Now, as much as Nats enjoyed competing in CSGO, his career wasn't progressing as fast as he would have liked. But after heeding the advice of his brother and making the switch to Valorant, things really began to pick up.
Actually, I didn't have a lot of achievements in CS, that's why I said, okay, my brother said more than me, but let's try yourself in Valorant, and with that thing, I'm Gambit Nats right now in front of you.
Thanks to the obvious similarities between Valorant and CSGO, it didn't take long for Nats to find his groove. He started competing at smaller regional events on a stack throughout 2020, and thanks to his obvious talent, was snapped up in September by Gambit Esports. Now, part of what caught Gambit's attention was Nats' mechanical ability and experience communicating with a team. But another major selling point was his unique approach to playing the sentinel role. Typically, sentinel agents serve a supportive purpose in a team. They gather info, anchor a site, and shut down aggressive pushes. But that's not quite how Nats saw it. No, on top of their base functions, he looked at agents like Cypher and Viper and saw untapped potential, especially when it came to using their kits to seize map control. And soon enough, that started to become his signature.
Oh, wait.
Poison orb emitting.
Bench. Wait.
Poison orb emitting. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Unlook.
Enemy spotted A.
3 shot at least.
Poison orb emitting. Toxin screen down.
Nice.
Spike down A.
Nice.
One enemy remaining. Poison
Unknown.
Give me ace. Wait.
Thanks to his ability to navigate the map like a specter and catch his opponents completely off guard, Nats was outperforming and outfragging even the standard spotlight hogging duelists of Valorant. Of course, the concept of lurker isn't exactly new to Valorant or tactical shooters as a whole. And over the years, especially in Counter-Strike, we've seen just how impactful it can be when exercised by a master.
Lurking's not so much about like getting flanks. It's about the pressure applied in places to create an opportunity.
At their core, lurkers are the ultimate rats. They're a nuisance, not just because they're sneaky as hell and can create chaos on the server, but because they're capable of perpetuating paranoia, which psychologically can throw people off. And knowing that, Nats used it to his advantage.
Off the back of the Hunter's Fury, and well, this round is done. There's 20 seconds for Nats, and well, he might not look phased. I genuinely think he might be the calmest man in the universe. Like, I don't think I've ever seen his face move.
Oh, he blinked. He blinked.
10 seconds left.
You know, I was starting to get CNET vibes off it. Oh!
Over the course of 2021, while Sentinels had a stranglehold on the spotlight, Gambit and their Rat King quietly began making their names known in the VCT. They ended up just short of qualifying for Reykjavik against Fnatic, but bounced back at the EMEA Stage 3 playoffs, locking down their spot at Masters Berlin.
Gambit on the verge of walking away in that first position, that first spot. Nats again, just coming alive, enjoying himself, just running rampage through SMB as Russ is your last man alive. As Gambit now moments away, and there it is. Gambit are the EMEA Stage 3 champions, and my God, do they deserve it.
Heading into Berlin, Gambit had developed a bit of a reputation for being scrim gods. Teams knew that they were talented and had potential, but Nats and his teammates were determined to prove that they were more than that. So they did.
Oh! He's just spray transferring as they try to walk through a choke point. Oh god, he's gonna put a snake bite down as the wall breaks. He can hold the angle right after, no problem. Flash doesn't even catch him. They're like, oh, don't worry, no one's holding close anymore. Flash didn't see him. Oh yep, he's still here. Nats is tucked in the corner, waiting to take the kills. Fisker's gonna go into it. Oh, he's even trying to wall bang him. Okay, that's an ambitious play. They baited him in with the second player spraying. It's a 4K already for Nats.
Leaving just Nats. He thought he'd given his team a free pass in towards the A site. Instead, he sent them to their death.
We thought Nats had snuffed by Mixwell. It turns out it was the other way around. Nats now having to clutch this one out. No idea where Mixwell is, and the snake bite not quite clearing the angle. He's about to run to site, reloading, and Mixwell completely whips. Nats really clutches it out. 3 kills, 5 rounds. There seems to be no way for G2 to get off the starting point. This is absolutely ridiculous.
I can't believe what we've just witnessed. Get me out. Get me out.
How is he not? Look at his face. Look, Shados is screaming, and Nats is like, well, that's another round for me. Yep. It starts with Mixwell by the looks of things. Defo's holding it with an op, and that's going to be the rifle dropped. Look at this, but I mean, get out of here. It's the ruddiest player I've ever seen in my life. The fact that he can, look, 2 kills, why not? Yeah, give him all of them. He's sitting in spawn, Tom.
How? No, but how? How is he there? How is he there? I don't understand. How does he manage to do that? And oh, he's gonna get the kill on Mixons. What is this man doing?
That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. This guy, he's defining the word flank.
It's not even a flank. I don't understand.
Just walked up behind them. It's absolutely obscene. Oh, G2, my heart goes out. You are playing Gambit's game at this point. Nats, he's even come on. He's come up behind for the 3rd kill. He's come up behind for the 3rd kill. How?
Off the back of their impressive run in the knockout stage of the tournament, Gambit found themselves in the grand finals against Envy, who had decisively sent home North America's 2 strongest rosters. But even with the raised stakes and a tough opponent in front of him, Nats, in typical Nats fashion, wasn't phased at all.
The timing, Nats. He does not know what he's up against. Crash, he's just got red guard. This has to now speed up the hit from Nats. He's got to make his impression known. 1, 2, the 3rd doesn't need it. Shadows is right there, and now it all swings down to FNS in a 1v3. He's got the time on his side, but the shots ain't landing. And you can see Defo's just buying time. Nats is on the defuse, and somehow they work it out. 12 on the board for Gambit.
Sue is here. That's he will go creeping forwards just ahead of Nats, but on the back of the Seekers being popped, and Nats will swing on the second. Crashies will fall. Defo in position to find their finesse.
We're in a simulation. It has to be.
We're in already.
Momentum isn't really stopping because look at what Gambit are doing. They're just stacking up mad trades as Nats doubles down on the frags. There's the ult coming in too, so that's quite interesting. Could be a different dynamic in a 1-1 trade out. Yeah, he's going to find the pick towards top of middle. There's Nats though, still back of the side, still being a problem. They still need more though for Envy in this. They need a bit more damage. Shados, he's living on borrowed time, but Yay now gets challenged down. Shados wins against FNS and Envy fall like flies. Chronicle, the man who just destroyed them in the prior round, is just around this corner for the timing. Oh my god,
what?
no! Yeah, he's made a meal of it! It's all going to pieces! No way! In the final moments has just shone so brightly. They are blinded by the lights! Gambit are the Valorant Masters champions! The final hurdle was Gambit, and they just couldn't make it across. And the man in the middle there as well, you got to say it, Nats, an outstanding performer throughout, catching everyone's eye, I think.
The Rat King had finally secured his crown, and in doing so, he and Gambit had finally proven to the Valorant world that they were truly a force to be reckoned with.
I don't even know. They f***ing shit on us. I don't even care. That Nats guy is unreal. That guy is unreal.
Honestly, people are gonna hate me for this, but like, obviously like NA this, NA that, but like Gambit is an insanely good team. And I have a feeling they're gonna wipe the floor. Like Gambit is strong. That's Scrimbucks, but Gambit is a really good team. And like we're learning a lot. We played a lot of practice with them since we came here, and we've learned a lot more playing versus them and like some of these teams than like, you know, when we're playing back in NA. They have like some really good reads. It's insane.
Since really putting himself on the Valorant map in Berlin, Nats' star status has only continued to rise. And fans aren't just tuning in to watch him shit on pro players on LAN. They're also showing up to his stream by the thousands to get to know him a little better.
You're still right now.
Right there.
Well, Ivan. Dead tag.
At the end of the day, it's a little early to say whether Nats is pioneering an entirely new meta in Valorant. But what isn't is that he's an insanely good player. He knows when to switch tempo, he's extremely clutch, and his aim simply cannot be doubted. But more importantly, beyond his obvious skills, he's changing the way that even his peers think about the game.
He's a great player. He's, you know, when I've watched him play, he's insane. He hits some crazy timing and he's super knowledgeable. He's a very good anchor. A lot of bomb sites, I mean, he plays Cypher and Viper, so he's very good at playing alone and absorbing pressure in a way that not many people can. And it's really interesting to know that he's very young as well. He's super young, and he's, you know, he plays very cerebral. He's very smart, which is not something you expect out of somebody so young. So I think that's what he has going for him.
I'm still learning to try and play Viper as good as he is, as good as he can with that character, and definitely taking tips from him on that.
If he wasn't on everyone's radar before, he sure as hell is now. He's won Berlin and doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. We'll just have to wait and see if teams can find a solution to their new rat problem.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Good job,
Did you see that?
Okay, so the most famous lurker to ever play in CS, because he's the OG, is GetRight. GetRight was the f***ing true, like the godfather of lurking. The whole thing with GetRight is that he would always lurk, he would always flank, enemy teams knew he was doing it, and they would still die to it. Scream has this f***ing line, this clip, where he uses it all the time. And he has this line where he says, like a sneaky beaky, like a GetRight. And it's like my favorite thing. It's like my favorite Scream clip of all time.